are not always as they seem. The microscope allows us to look closer. And we see that this is cotton, but that one.
Let's try this again.
Actually, a dandelion seed.
If you're watching, please put a comment in the chat so I know I'm not talking to myself. There we go. Let's see. Okay, if you're watching, please put a comment in the box so I know that I'm not talking to myself, and we'll give this a whirl again. I'm not sure if I was talking to myself for like 5 minutes last time I tried to go live myself. So please, please, please just throw a comment in the chat box and let me know that you can hear me. Oh my gosh. Hey, okay, thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. Great. I'm so glad you can see and hear me. Okay, so I wanted to come live today because I know so many of you miss our Quickles. And what are Quickles? Quickles are quick pickles. Clever, I know. But we haven't had them in quite some while, and they came back as you guys know, every month this year we have brought back a couple of products for our 25th anniversary, and it's our Good Food Rewind. So this month our Quickles came back, and our tomato dip mix as well. So I'm going to show you all about our Quickles. They're only $8.50 US. All right, and you got a jar like this. This has lasted me a couple of years, to be honest, and I do a lot of pickling. So these are really great because you can actually make these pickles and eat them the same day. Okay. Don't do that. Don't sniff it right out of the jar. Woo! All right, these are super, super simple, guys, to make. There we go. Yes, hello, Heather. Hello, Katie. These are so simple to make, guys. What I would suggest is if you pickle, you want to try these pickles, these Quickles, grab a few because they're only available this month, but limited quantities. So once they're gone, they're gone. We don't know when we'll see them back again. At the very soonest, it will be next summer, but they're only available until the end of this month. So I'm going to show you how easy this is, guys. Super, super simple. I'm going to use my multi-purpose pot to get this going and my 4-in-1 spice spoon because they fit amazingly in all of our jars. That's what they're designed for, and they save the space of 4 spoons. It's only like $6. This is something you need to have in your kitchen. So what the instructions say is they say to combine 1 tablespoon of mix. So there's my 1 tablespoon of mix. We want 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, I can listen to that. I can do that. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Who does pickling? Who does canning? Oh my gosh, my garden is just starting to go a little bit nuts. I've gotten tons of zucchini, so if you have zucchini recipes, hit me up because I've got quite a few of them. We've been eating them like nuts, and look at all this. Still have tons more. There's probably 5 or 6 on the vine plants right now to still eat yet, or pluck yet. So we've got our 2 tablespoons of sugar, teaspoon, of course, sea salt. I'm going to use my Epicure sea salt. It does have a grinder on it, but I'm just going to take the grinder off like that and use my same spoon. I'm going to use the other end for a teaspoon, and just like that, I'm going to pop that in. And what do we got? We need 1 1/4 cups of water and 3/4 cups of vinegar. So 2 cups would be perfect, but I don't have it, so why not make things more complicated? I still don't know where all my things are. I was actually planning on going through some boxes today so I could try and find some of my stuff, but anyways, the day got away from me a little bit. So there's 1 1/4 cups of water, and we need 3/4 cups of vinegar. You can actually change the You can change the ratio water to vinegar to your liking. I actually make pickled eggs quite a bit with this, and I prefer kind of a 1-to-1 ratio, but that's totally up to you. All right, so we've got our water, our vinegar, our sea salt, our sugar, and our mix. That's it. We're gonna bring it to a boil, then simmer for 5 minutes, and then we're just gonna pour them over our sliced cubes. How incredibly easy is that? Anybody can make pickles, guys. Anybody. So why don't we get them ready? I like to use these types of mason jars with the wide rim, but whatever you have, whatever you can get your hands on, they're kind of tough to find right now, like a lot of other things. But yes, if you, everyone, if you guys pickle, let me know. Hi Tara, nice to see you. So my pickling cucumbers, I've been picking them so that they're the size for pickling, but because I wanted to do this demo for you and we're wanting to eat them, I'm actually going to quarter them, and I'll tell you why. I'm not gonna let them sit in a brine for a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna cut them into little spears. I wanna eat them like tonight. You can actually eat them within 15 minutes once you make them. Of course, the longer you let them sit, the better. I'm using my collapsible colander here. Oh, these cucumbers smell amazing. Has anybody pickled anything yet this year? I intended to can some beets. However, they didn't make it to canning. We actually ended up eating them all. So I'm planning to plant about 100 beet plants in my fall garden in the next couple of days, so that we can have a ton that I can actually can. Hi Marlene, how are you? Good to see you. If you're watching and you like these lives, guys, please let me know in the comments. You know, as much as I like to hear the sound of my own voice, I'm just kidding. You know, I do this for you guys. I do this for you guys. Now this one's a little larger, so I actually might I might make this one into a few. And I'm actually using my Prep Pro Chef knife to cut these. It's a ceramic knife. It's a beautiful knife. I've had it for years. Doesn't require sharpening. Not dishwasher safe. Do not put it in the dishwasher. Do not sharpen it. It doesn't need to be sharpened. It will stay sharp. I've had this knife for well over 2 years now, and I have not had any issues whatsoever. As long as you care for it, it will serve you for years to come. Hi Kim, how are you? Oh, thank you so much, Marlene. We are getting there. Oh my gosh, it's been a journey, that's for sure. If you've been following since the beginning, we were living in our trailer since last August, and yes, we're getting there. We don't really have our full range of appliances. I'm actually still cooking on a hot plate back there in a little mini oven, but we are making it work. We are making it work. Tara, what's the seasoning? Just wondering what kind of pickles they taste like. They're very similar to a dill, I would say, Tara. It's this guy here, Quickles. There we go. Only available this month. It used to actually be a regular catalog item in the summertime. However, a couple years ago, it actually went away into the vault, and it came back this month as a as one of the Good Food Rewinds. So it's only $8.50 Canadian. I want to say it's about $7 US for those of you shopping on my website from the States. So you just pack these as well as you can. Cucumbers tend to lose a little bit of the water when you can them, so we're gonna fill that guy right up. And since I'm not gonna worry about, I'm not actually pickling them or canning them, I'm not gonna worry about headspace, so just fill up your jar or your container, whatever you're using. And there you go. And I'm gonna use the ends of these cucumbers. You don't have to cut off the ends. I like to, basically any chance I get to give my chickens treats. I keep a bowl around all day, and then I just take her out for a bedtime snack for them. I actually still have a couple of cucumbers left, so I have a feeling I'll be making more pickles tomorrow. Let's see how this is doing. There we go. Okay, we're boiling. So now I'm just going to turn that down and let it simmer just for a couple of minutes there. And while we do that, I'm going to show you our Epic box. So this would have been July's Epic box. So now that everyone's had a chance to, see it, use it, touch it, taste it, I'm going to show this off, okay? If you're a subscriber, your August Epic box should be on its way tomorrow, because today's a Canadian holiday, so it won't be shipping out today. But let's go ahead and show you what our July Epic box is. For those of you who don't know what our Epic box is, it's a monthly subscription, month to month. There's no commitment, but it provides you 7 meals for the month, so 7 meals. It comes with a delicious dessert, as well as an exclusive product that you can only get in our Epic box, along with a sample dip mix of one of our dips. So this comes at a cost of only $32 US or 35 Canadian. In Canada, there's no tax, and a couple of the states have tax, but certainly no shipping on those boxes. So this is offered monthly, month to month, no commitment, and it is a surprise every month. So here's what was in our July Epic box, for those of you who are curious. It was our lemon dilly dip mix. We had our chicken fried rice, our sloppy joe mix, our southern baked, which is a breading for, it's of course everything's gluten-free, breading for meat, veggies, pork, fish, tofu, veggies, whatever again you want to use. We have our General Tao, which is a super popular one, our taco, which we make almost some variation of taco every Tuesday, our Alfredo, our sweet garlic chicken, which we had for dinner last night. If you didn't see that post, go back and check it out. This is one of our family favorites. And of course, our Stampede barbecue ribs. Delicious. And finally, our dessert for July was our sweet banana bread and muffin mix. This is made in our household 2 to 3 times a week. No joke. It's gluten-free. Takes just minutes to throw it together in a bowl and toss it in the oven or the microwave. You can make the muffins in the microwave in as little as 3 minutes. Yes, I did not misspeak, 3 minutes. They're delicious, they're gluten-free, and they're better for you than takeout. So that was our July box. Let us know in the comments if you're a subscriber and how you enjoyed those products this month, and stay tuned for our August box, which will be coming in the next few days. All right, so we've had that simmer for a few minutes, and this is really it, guys. You could make a bunch of batches at once. All right, it's gonna give you enough to make several jars. Just gonna get some of that pickling spice in there. There we go, and we're gonna fill it up so that my pickles my cucumbers are covered. There we go. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of the pickling spice out of the bottom. Wants to escape me. There we go. And there's enough in there for another 2 or 3 jars probably. So I'll get some hard-boiled eggs ready and make some pickled eggs as well tonight. Not gonna let that go to waste. So there we go, that's it. Easy peasy. The water's just under boiling. So what you should do is, now if you were actually canning, of course, you could, let's see if I have one. Actually I do. I have a silicone knife, which is an Epicure product as well, but this is really good for getting the air bubbles out. So if you're properly canning, let me know actually in the comments. I do a lot of canning, like pressure canning, water bath canning. If you guys are interested in that sort of stuff, I would certainly go live to do some demos of that as well. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. Not necessarily Epicure, but it is certainly something I like to do in the kitchen, and I'm more than happy to share my my experience with that. So There we go. So what this is, basically when you do this, you're taking out the bubbles. So you just are getting everything snug in there. And these little guys, these are really great. If you haven't seen these are just ball plastic lids from, I get them from Canadian Tire, but I've been told you can also get them from Dollarama as well. Not for canning, not canning safe, but they're great for storage for things like this. So here we are, we've got our quick pickles. So you can do beets, you can do red onions, anything like that. And they're ready in as little as 15 minutes to eat. So you can make them and eat them at dinner time. Throw them in the refrigerator and they're good for weeks. That's it. It's super simple. So let me know in the comments if you've tried it, if you hope to try it, if you'd like me to order you a jar or 3 or 10, let me know. They're $8.50 Canadian and I'd be happy to help you with that order. Don't forget, you're gonna get a free burger press with any purchase over $60 this month. So enjoy. I'm planning to make enchiladas for dinner, so if you'd like to see a demo on that, let me know in the comments and I'll consider coming back live to make dinner for you all. I'll just check to make sure there isn't any questions here. Hi Sharon, how are you? Hi Cindy, hi Tammy, hi Jen, hi Stephanie, and hi Megan. Hi Braylee, you need the Quickles? You bet. I'll connect with you on Messenger and I'll help you get that ordered. No problem. All right, Tara, hope I answered that question. If you have more questions about the Quickle mix, just send me a message and I'm happy to help. All right, have a great evening, everyone. Let me know if you want to see some enchiladas. Have a great night, guys.